All right, we'll call the meeting to order at 6:01. I'll need a motion to accept the agenda as presented for the organizational meeting. Who would like to make the motion? Councillor Mitchell. All in favor? Motion carries. Okay, we'll get right into it. Everyone will have to make a motion or three at some point for this one. Move to set the following dates for the regular meetings of council to be held at the council chambers in the Tom Hornecker Recreation Center 2122 18th Street at 7 p.m. unless notification is provided in accordance with the current Town of Netton Council and Committee Procedural Bylaw and the Municipal Government Act of Alberta. Who would like to make a motion on the dates that have been presented? That would be Councillor Strong. All in favor? Motion carries. Move to schedule a committee of the whole of council meetings to be held at the council chambers at the Tom Hornecker Recreation Center 2122 18th Street at 7 p.m. unless notification is provided in accordance with the current Town of Netton Council and Committee Procedural Bylaw and the Municipal Government Act of Alberta. Who would like to make that motion for the dates that are presented for committee of the whole? Councillor McMasters. All in favor? Motion carries. Deputy Mayor appointments for the 2025-2026 year. Just one typo there that I noticed as well. Move to confirm the schedule of Deputy Mayor appointment terms as follows. Councillor Mitchell from November 1st to February 28th, 2026. Councillor Zopp, March 1st, 2026 to June 30th, 2026. And Councillor Miller from July 1st, 2026 to October 31st, 2026. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor Shields. All in favor? Motion carries. All right, we'll get right into committee appointments now. Item 5.1, the Intermunicipal Collaboration Framework appointed Mayor Jennifer Handley and Councillor Shauna Strong as council representatives to the Intermunicipal Collaboration Framework Committee with Councillor Zopp as the alternate. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor Mitchell. All in favor? Motion carries. The Netton Health Centre Management Committee appointed Councillor Roger Miller as council rep to the Netton Health Centre Management Committee with Mayor Jennifer Handley as the alternate. Who would like to make that? Councillor Zopp. All in favor? Motion carries. Standing committees, we move that all standing committee representatives for the upcoming organizational year be suspended in lieu will collaboratively address all items during committee of the whole meetings. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor Shields. All in favor? Motion carried. Information and Privacy Officer appointment appointed Chief Administrative Officer Neil Smith as Head of Information and Privacy and Sarah Lynn Lyons, Legislative Services and Information and Privacy Coordinator. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor Miller. All in favor? Motion carries. Appoint Lance Willenge, Benchmark Assessments Consultant, as the Property Tax Assessor. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor McMasters. All in favor? Motion carries. The Regional Assessment Review Board bylaw appointed Councillor Victor Zopp as the Regional Assessment Review Board member representative. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor Strong. All in favor? Motion carries. The Emergency Management Committee bylaw, as per the Emergency Management Bylaw 1332/19, moved to appoint Councillor Victor Zopp as the chair to the Emergency Advisory Committee with Councillor Jenny McMasters and Councillor Aaron Shields, and further move to appoint Public Works lead hand Shella Peterson as Director of Emergency Management Agency and Chief Administrative Officer Neil Smith as Deputy Director of the Emergency Management Agency. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor Mitchell. All in favor? Motion carries. The Foothills Regional Emergency Services Commission appointed Councillor Jenny McMasters as the representative for the Foothills Regional Emergency Services. Who would like to be that? Councillor Saab, all in favor? Motion carries. Net and Quality of Life Foundation appointed Jenny McMasters as the representative to the Net and Quality of Life Foundation, with Councillor Shauna Strong serving as the alternate. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor Miller. All in favor? Motion carries. Mosquito Creek Foundation appoint Mayor Jennifer Handley and Councillor Jenny McMasters and Lee McNeil as the two members at large representatives to the Mosquito Creek Foundation. I'm just going to change the wording of that so that appoint Mayor Jennifer Handley with Councillor Jenny McMasters as the alternate and Lee McNeil as the member at large representative. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor Strong, all in favor? Motion carries. The Foothills Regional Services Commission appointed Councillor Dave Mitchell as the representative to the Foothills Regional Service Commission with Councillor Victor Saab as the alternate. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor Saab, all in favor? Motion carried. All right, Alberta Southwest Regional Alliance appointed Councillor Shauna Strong as the representative to Alberta Southwest Regional Alliance and Councillor Aaron Shields as the alternate. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor Miller, all in favor? Motion carries. Old Man River Regional Services Commission, the intermunicipal service agency, appoint Councillor Shauna Strong as the representative of the Old Man River Regional Services Commission and the alternate as Councillor Saab. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor Shields, all in favor? Motion carries. Municipal Planning Commission appoint the members of the Town of Net Municipal Planning Commission as follows. 3 council members, Councillor Shauna Strong, Councillor Aaron Shields, and Councillor Roger Miller, with 2 alternate council members, Councillor Victor Saab and Councillor Jenny McMasters, and 2 members at large, Tammy Demers and Julia Anderson. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor Miller, all in favor? Motion carries. Chinook Intermunicipal Subdivision and Development Bylaw Appeal Board appoint Councillor Dave Mitchell, the non-member of the Municipal Planning Commission, and Lynette Jessup as a member at large as representatives to the Chinook Intermunicipal Development Subdivision Appeal Board. Who'd like to make that motion? Councillor Saab, all in favor? Motion carries. Livingston Range School Division Net and Joint Use Planning Agreement Governing Committee appoint Councillor Roger Miller and Mayor Jennifer Handley as the council representatives to the Livingston Range School Division Net and Joint Use Planning Agreement Governing Committee. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor Miller, all in favor? Motion carries. McMasters, you're next. You got us. Town of Net Library Board appointed Councillor Aaron Shields as council representative to the Town of Net Library Board for a 1-year term with appointment expiring October 31st, 2026. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor McMasters, thank you. Chinook Arch Regional Library System Representative appoint Amanda Bustard, Chair of the Town of Net Library Board, as the representative to the Chinook Arch Regional Library System. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor Mitchell, all in favor? Motion carries. All right, we're going to go right through the community organization and the liaison roles. Appoint the council members as liaison. Councillor Saab?
Did I miss it? Did it go by quick? But you resolution to appoint Mitchell to represent the Highwood Management Plan. Did we miss it?
We did
Number
indeed. What
15?
number is that?
Number 15.
I am missing it from my sheet, actually.
And we have to strike out Sorensen out of that.
Carolyn?
Wasn't the Highwood Management Plan disbanded, or is that still in use?
Do not know?
I believe when I looked into it after I went through the minutes that the bylaw for that was rescinded. And so I don't think we actually have a committee for that, do we? I
You
will
can always
find
come
out.
back to that, but thank you for catching that, Counselor Zop, and
Yeah.
we'll look into it and just double check.
I will double check that, but for what I saw, the bylaw wasn't there.
Okay, sounds good. We'll come back to that one, but thank you, Counselor Zop. Anything else, Counselor Zop?
Good.
Your little red light's on.
We should blow it out.
All right, we'll get right into the liaison roles. Appoint the council members as liaisons or point of contact to Town of Newton community organizations as follows. And for anyone who might be watching and feels that their group needs a council liaison, please reach out to Sarah Lynn or myself and let us know. We can always make that possible later on, but here's what we've got for tonight. The Town and Country Cozy Corner Association Board, Councillor Shauna Strong, Newton District Chamber of Commerce, Councillor Aaron Shields, and Jenny McMasters as the alternate. Newton District Community Memorial Center Society, Councillor Aaron Shields. Newton Lancaster Society Board, Councillor Roger Miller. The Canadian Grain Elevator Discovery Centre of Canada, Councillor Aaron Shields. The Newton Agricultural Society, Mayor Jennifer Handley, the Newton Golf Club, Councillor Dave Mitchell, Newton Children's Society, Councillor Aaron Shields, Newton Futures Foundation, Councillor Shauna Strong, the Newton Booster Club, Mayor Jennifer Handley, Newton Promoters, Councillor Dave Mitchell, Newton Recreation Teams in general will be Councillor Jenny McMasters, Citizens on Patrol will be Councillor Victor Zopp, Newton Lions and Leo's Club, Councillor Aaron Shields, the Newton Fire Department, Councillor Jenny McMasters, the Newton Animal Protection Society, Councillor Shauna Strong, with Councillor Aaron Shields as the alternate, and Newton Native Learning Circle Mayor Jennifer Handley. Could I have a motion to approve those as read? Councillor McMasters, all in favor? Motion carries. 2025 additions to the Community Member Recognition Board. The following community members shall be recognized as the 2025 addition to the Town of Newton Tribute Board of Excellence in Service to the Community. One fabulous Pam Woodall. Who would like to make that motion? Councillor Shields, all in favor? Motion carries. At this point in time, which is 6:14, we'll have a motion to adjourn the 2025 organizational meeting at 6:14. Who would like to make the motion to adjourn? Councillor Zopp, all in favor? Motion carries.